Hello, Southampton Vapors and Ciggyjuice. Now, I recently posted that I had a new little mod to play with, and it is very, very little. To give you an idea, that is an MVP3 Pro, and that is a mini volt by Council of Vapors. It is absolutely tiny. If you put the two together, you can see that the mini volt is about the same size as the MVP3 with the tank compared to without the tank. So it is a tiny little thing. Don't underestimate it though. I've been using it today. This one here is actually Sue's very own personal mini volt, and she's lent it to me to do a little video on it, and of course I wasn't going to turn down free stuff. So I've been using it today. I've put some juice in it. I've been using Ciggyjuice's custard donut, which is very, very nice. A lot of custard donut ones I found to be quite sickly, but that one is a little bit, it's a lot more subtle and not so sickly at all, but that's good. So that's what we've got in there. As I said, I've been using this today and I've been very, very impressed with it. Compared to the size, it really does perform just as well as some of the bigger stuff that I've got. It's 5 watts up to 40 watts, has a 13 milliamp hour lithium battery, so there is plenty of power there, and it chucks clouds. Really does. Oh, custard donut. Beautiful. Tank is pretty standard. Got your airflow. It's a top fill tank. It's quite a strange setup. You actually undo the drip tip, take the drip tip out and fill it from the top. Now, if you have a look at this drip tip, you will see it's actually quite wet. Let me just move the light and you'll be able to see. Can you see the shine on that? It's quite wet with juice. Now, whether that's to do with the fact that it's top fill, I don't know. But if I give it a wipe off, I'll show you something else, which I don't know why they've done it. I suppose because it's such a small tank, top to bottom, and the coil almost runs the full height of the tank, so the top of the coil is very close to the drip tip. Now, I presume to stop spitting, what they've done is they've put this little matrix of holes in the drip tip. Now, the only problem I find with that is a lot of juice collects on that, and after a while some of it does tend to get up in your mouth. Maybe it's me just going too hard on it, I don't know. But the other thing is you can't use any other drip tip. That is the only drip tip because it screws in. I did try, I'll show you what I mean. If you've got the hole in there, if they'd have made that the same size as a 510, you could have put a drip tip in there like so, but you can't. It won't stay in there. If they'd have made that a little bit smaller, you could have put one in there, but there you go. Performance wise, fantastic. That's a 0.8 0.8 ohm coil in there. The screen on it is quite small. It won't focus on this. I'm only using my phone for this, so it won't focus. But what is nice with it, after about 3 minutes I think it is, it switches itself off, so you have to 5-click it to get it back on. Saves the battery and also saves it firing in your pocket or in your handbag or your man bag or whatever. So if you've left it for like 3-4 minutes, I'm not sure exactly how long, but you come back to it, it won't work, 5 clicks and it's back on again. To adjust the up and down, you need to press the fire and the up button together, and then you can adjust up and down. Again, you can adjust the ramp up on this as well. You've got soft, standard and power. So I've got it set to standard at the minute. If you put it on power, it ramps up much faster. If you put it on soft, it ramps up slower. So that's a nice little thing on there. Apart from that, it's pretty basic. It does pretty much what it says on the tin. It's a very, very good little mod. It's not for me because I prefer something much bigger. The finish on it is like a rubberized finish, which is quite nice. I don't think you're going to be able to scratch it or anything like that. It's quite a nice finish on there, and it's the same on the bottom of the tank as well. Also, you've got the carbon effect, which, as you lot know, I do love my carbon. There's my MVP3 wrapped in carbon. There's my Coolfire 4 Plus wrapped in carbon, and of course my CF Max, which comes in carbon anyway. So when I saw this with carbon on it, I thought, oh, I like that. Now, charging comes with a USB charging lead. Charging port's in the bottom there, which, bit of a downside, you've got to lay it down, but not a major problem, I suppose. It does take around about 3 hours to charge it up. And I would say it's a 13 mAh battery in there, 13 milliamp hour battery. You're probably going to get, on average, 4 to 5 hours possibly of vaping. Again, it depends how heavy a vapor you are. But all in all, very, very good little package. If you're looking for something to just, I don't know, if you're going out for a meal or you're going to friends and you just want to shove something in your pocket and have a quick puff when no one's looking, ideal. You know, you can... Me? Vaping? No. The vapor's going to give it away, mind. But you know what I mean. Do like that custard donut. It does what it says on the tin. Very, very good little mod. Lots of power. Don't underestimate the size of it. It will do what the big boys do as well. And what you can do is you can take the tank off, get just a mod on its own, and you can put whatever tank you want on it. I've got here a Kangatech sub tank, the mini version, which is the standard size really. Stick that on it, not out of place. It works, it locks down, no problem. If you want to start being silly, we can put the Kanga sub tank plus on there, which is the big 7mm one. As you can see, I mean, that gives you an idea of the size of this thing, but it fires it. No problem. Fires that, and if we want to be really silly, why not? Let's be really silly. Aspire. Atlantis Mega. Now this is the big boy that doesn't even fit on the Coolfire 4, but we'll whack it on here just for a laugh. Well, that's it. I can't see the screen now. The screen's just been obliterated. Look at that. I mean, that is huge, great tank. Look at the overhang. Look at the overhang on that. But works a dream. Absolutely works a dream. It will fire anything. I haven't yet. I mean, I've got a huge collection of tanks. I'll just walk that back on there. I've got a big old collection of tanks, and it's fired every one of them. No problem. So if you're interested in, let's say, just the mod alone, you're looking at, go down and see David, Sue, Aaron, Hannah, whoever at Ciggyjuice. $29.95. from Ciggyjuice. If you want it with the tank, the full kit is going to set you around $39.95, so an extra tenner. I don't know where you can buy a sub-aim tank brand new for 10 quid, top fill with airflow that performs like this thing does. Performance fantastic. Tank size for me no good, but might be good for you. Can't really think of anything else to say about it apart from, you know, if you like the look of it, get yourself one. You won't be disappointed with it. It really does perform just as well as something, you know, twice the size. Actually, if I hold it closer to the camera and this one far away, they look about the same, but in actual fact they're not. So, it's custard donuts all the way, and not forgetting the coffee. That's gone cold. Oh, so, like I say, nip down, full kit, $39.95. Just want the mod on its own, $29.95. I'm sure David, if I know David, he would have got the coils in for it as well, so that's not going to be a problem. You can put any tank you like on that. It depends how silly you want it to look. But really, really impressed with it. And a big thank you to Sue for letting me borrow it. And a big thank you to David for persuading Sue to let me borrow it. Oh, and a big thank you to Aaron as well for showing me how it works. You press the button. Brilliant. What would I do without you? Anyway, tatty bye. And yeah, custard donuts.